Hi, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and this is the part where I've cut out the baubles and I'm going to do a video on all the different things you can do with a bauble. So I've cut a few different ones out and I'm going to try and do a few different things for you. So I've got some stamps, embossing powders, paint, and this ferro 3D stuff, and stencils as well I've got. So I've got a wide variety. So let's start with this one. So this one I've cut out 2 inners, obviously one either side, that I'm just going to put on, and we're just going to glue that on because I think I'll leave that colour. Yeah, I think I'll leave the board the same. So this is from one of my Works paper craft pads that are only £3. And what I'm going to do, when I get it right, is put one each side. So it's coated on both sides. I've used board. I've used board to cut the baubles out with. And then what I wanted to do on this one, I don't know if you saw the stenciling I done, but I'm going to use the snowflakes from the stencil. And this is ferro. It's like a 3D paste. I think you can paint with it as well. Oh, you can use it outdoors, it says. Did not know that. So, what I'm just going to do is over the top do some 3D snowflakes using this. I got this from the Pinflair eBay site that I tell you about often. No, I haven't glued this one down, but seeing as it's only a couple of little bits, I'm hoping it's going to behave. Oh yeah. Oh, I really like that snowflake. Let's see if I can fit that one on as well. It's got a kind of metallic finish to it. It's lovely. Really thick and creamy. Okay, let me see if I can show you it close up. So, there you go. All I've done is put 3 little snowflakes on. Let me tip it, see if I can show you the 3D. Can you see that? Anyway, that's all I wanted, was just a couple of shiny snowflakes on there. And what I might do when it's dry is on the back, maybe do Let It Snow or something like that, or more snowflakes. I haven't quite decided yet, but I can't do the back straight away because I've got to wait for it to dry. So in Pinflair's eBay shop, it's called Harford Craft Centre, they do 8 of these. Yeah, 8 of these for, I think it was £16. They're £4 each, or you can get all 8 for £16. I'll show you the other colours in case you're interested. So there's gold, there's green gold and amber gold. That's like an old gold. I really like that one. Then there's iron, orange gold, and copper. So I'm going to have a bit of fun with them today. So I've done the snowflakes on that. Very simply done, but ribbon through it, and then it finishes in like a metallic. It's got like a shimmery finish. It's lovely. I like that one. Okay. So that was quick and easy. Try and wipe off the most of that. So, next one that I've nearly got ready is the one where I've blocked out writing. I went back and done 2020 lockdown Christmas. Because we need to remember that, don't we? But what I want to do with this one, I'm going to paint it white because the writing is in blue and the paper is blue and white. So I don't want it to be the card colour. I could have cut out white card, I realise that, but I wanted the strength. So obviously it needs both sides painting. I will do that afterwards. I will just show you first. Just put that to dry for a second. So this one, I'm going to do a similar, but I'm going to paint it in black. So I'm just using black gesso. Although I'm only doing one side, just remember that most of the time, obviously, you'll be doing this both sides. You just got to wait for one to dry before you can do the other. This is indigo blue gesso, so it really does dry fairly quickly. That's almost dry. And what I'm going to do for this one is I am going to stencil with gold. Now I've got a couple of stencils that I kind of liked. I thought I had 3. But I've got to be honest, just a swirly pattern on there I think would be incredible. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be silly again and not stick it down with stencil glue. So you can see like the rich gold of that, it's just lush. Now I'm a bit silly for not sticking it down, but I've got to say, I think I'll be alright. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. Went a bit wrong down there, and that is because I didn't stick my stencil down. But all told, I think that's fabulous. All that needs is a little bow or something like that. Do the other side so it's the same both sides. And that's another bauble idea. Okay, so now this painted one is dry, we can stick on the sentiment. So I'm just going to stick it on, and then I'm just going to show you a trick for protecting it. Quick and easy, so you haven't got to worry about waiting for it to dry. So, sentiments down in the right place. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to emboss it. So I'm going to turn the paper over for a minute. And all I'm going to do is put the pad over the whole thing. I'm sure some of you have seen this before. I've got my big pot of wow powder. £8 from the Pinflair eBay shop, which is a really good price for this size. Okay, so the trick is to put it straight back into the powder while it's hot. Let's do it that way, see if that will work. Not sure. It's worked a little bit. So what it actually does is coat it, and you do it like 2, 3, however many times you feel you need to do it. I am going to do it again, but I'm just going to let it cool down a little bit. Let's put that. And I'm going to do it properly, soaking it with the ink again. I think that's better. So the more you do it, obviously the more coating you have on it. So again, I'm just going to, actually I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pull it back in so I'm not wasting any. Do it again. Okay, and there, it's smoking a bit, but you can see it's coated it, so it's all protected now. It can't come off, and that's a really quick way of covering something so that it's protected. So we've got that one, the black one we done, and the snowflake one we done. So the next one is a really simple one. Oh, where did I put the really simple one? So all we're going to do is fold each one in half. You can score it if you like. I didn't. I just cut the shape again out of some patterned paper. Just the basic round shape. So this is if you want a more sort of 3D kind of bauble. And you're going to glue each bit together. So you can do as many as you like. I just seem to like 3 for some reason. So there, we've got like a 3D bauble. And then I cut out these Merry Christmas, and first of all I was going to just stick them on so that they fit across as it goes round. But maybe an idea is to put it on a bit of acetate and do it so that it's out a little bit, like that. So I haven't got any acetate to try it out. Well, I have. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay, so let's try that. This is a dye. Oh, I know where it's from. The Crafter's Companion catalogue. Magazine. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. So I'm just going to cut around the end bits, because then I can just put glue at the back of each bit, and then you can pop it out like that. This glue won't show, so although it can be a hard one to stick. Obviously you'd wait for it to dry properly, and then this will come out like that. So it would be like that. But because it's on acetate, it just looks like the words are coming out on their own. And you do it on all three sides. So you do it again there, and then again there. But I won't do that, so that you can, you know, I can get on and show you some other things. But that's a 3D one if you really wanted a 3D one instead. Next one. I'll do that after. So the next one I've got is, I've just cut out some holly, and I want to stick it exactly like that. I'll show you why in a minute. I've got so many ideas that just trying to spread it out a bit. So I've got a stamp that says "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." It's a Chloe stamp from years ago, but I still love it. So I'm going to use that. Well, there's two ways around this. You can use an ink, a dark green ink, and use the clear powder, or I've got like a nice green, and it's sparkly, so I thought I'd use that. So let's put this down to stamp. Because I've had my greasy hands all over it, I'll do that. So I want to emboss so that it stands out a little bit. So I'll use it's hard for me to show you because you can't really see it. Let's tip it back over onto here. I'm not sure it's going to show. I might have to do it over again. Does not show. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go over on the back and show you the other way I was talking about. Okay, so I've got dark green VersaFine. We're going to try that this time. Let's clear up our previous mess. I mean, what I could do is do another bit of paper like that and put it on, but okay. So okay, as you can see, that has come out 10 times better than, I don't think you can even, I can even catch that for you. So that is definitely the better way. Unless you just do a separate layer, do a mat of white paper or whatever. So, one more, and I want to get messy again. So, what shall I use? I want to cover it And then I just cut out these pictures from another paper, and I just thought one each side after I've covered them. You have to cover one at a time. Oh, I like this. This is like a really dark gold. It's lovely, look. So all I'm going to do is just smooch it across. Okay, so obviously we'd do the other side when this side was dry. You can't do, if you turn it over, it's just going to come all off onto the paper. Then I would tidy the sides up a bit. Because all I want is like it's a gold bauble. I don't want to see any of the card. I mean, there's so many different ways. You can then add a sentiment, or maybe put a sentiment like with vinyl on acetate and then cover it. There's so much you can do. I loved these little scenes, and I'm just going to see if they'll stick on with this. I haven't tried, but left the lid off too long. Because it's 3D, and then once you wait for it to dry, I don't think it's going to take, it's probably better to wait for it to dry, to be honest. Yeah, it's not really going to take right now. You could hang some things from the bottom with invisible thread, or maybe make these shapes out a bit more definite so that you can see. Pile it on a bit thicker or something, and then you do the back and decorate as you please. Even just maybe pearls around the outside, or the picture like I done. So many different ideas. Okay, well, I think that is all of it. So a sentiment in the middle, snowflakes on a snowflake powder in 3D using stencils. I've got to say, I think that's my favourite, and that might be nice to fold and do 3D like I've done the other ones. So the 3D one, and one in holly that just says have a holly jolly Christmas, and then this one as well. So I hope I've given you quite a few ideas there. I think I've done them all. You got any extra ideas? I'd love to see what you do with them. So just put them on the Facebook page or wherever. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.